Well, welcome everybody. It's Tuesday night. It's November. Time for sweaters and scarves and crisp mornings and um, falling leaves, all of that. So, we're going to talk about some fall looks and how to incorporate our new products into that. Also, protecting your skin. I feel like that really comes with colder weather. But this is a product you're going to want to use year round. I can't wait to share it with you. And so hang in there with me. I'm going to share some tips, some trends about fall color. I'm going to show you our new products that will actually become available on November 16th on our websites. But if you're a guest, you actually can reach out to your beauty consultant because she's going to be able to order these within the next week. So you want to be sure and get your order in and take good notes and watch for this in the mail. If your consultant signed you up to get this catalog, this is the new catalog that's coming. And notice that bottle right there. So you want to pay attention because there should be a sample on this page. All right. So you're going to get to sample this product that I'm about to talk about. It's called Skin Barrier Repair 113. And the science and technology behind this is amazing. Be sure when your your catalog comes to get that out and put it on your skin right away. Your skin's going to thank you. It's going to feel so good. It mentions that if you suffer from skin redness or dryness or itching, I actually have rosacea and eczema. And so eczema in the winter can be a real problem. And rosacea, that just gets irritated by cold weather, all those things. So this product is designed to protect your skin barrier. So it's going to keep the good things in and the bad things out. So let's talk about the science behind that. You're actually going to put this on no matter what skincare regimen you are on right now. You're going to put this on just before you put on your moisturizer. Okay, it's going to work in harmony with your moisturizer. It's super important that you wear moisturizer as well. But the 113, let's talk about what that stands for. And I do have glasses somewhere. So it's 1 part fatty acids, 1 part ceramides. And if you're a dry skin girl like me, ceramides is about hydration. And then 3 parts cholesterol. All right. So let's talk about why those things are important. The fatty acids help support the skin's natural structure. The ceramides help protect skin barrier from environmental stressors. All right. So that environment that we're exposing our skin to. And then the 3 parts cholesterol helps to strengthen the skin barrier. So that's what the 113 stands for. So you're going to use it morning and night, and you will notice a difference. Oh my goodness. You will notice if you use it twice daily for 3 days, you're going to notice a difference in 3 days. Can you believe that? I have noticed a difference already. My skin is so soft. It feels so protected. It's just calming. It's amazing. So can't wait for you to try it. Watch for your lookbook coming to you. And make sure that your household knows. Don't throw that away. There's a precious sample in there for you. All right. And this is going to be part of our regular line. And it retails for, I believe, $46. So a great price point. It's going to make a huge difference, and your skin is going to thank you. All right. So let's jump in because we're talking tonight about autumn color. And I have some exciting news for you. We have 5 eyeshadow shimmer sticks. And when I say shimmer, it's shimmer, not sparkle, not glitter, it's shimmer. And you can wear shimmer even if you are of a certain age. So don't let that deter you. And guess what? These are going to be part of the regular line. These are not seasonal. All right. So these are here to stay. I want you to get familiar with them. Find your favorites. I love all 5. I've been wearing all 5, not all at once, but I'm going to show you some tips about that. The flexibility of these are amazing. And so I want to first talk about the different shades. There's pink prisms, radiant bronze, golden sunrise, Copper Nova, and Midnight Galaxy. And I'm going to show you these in a minute. But be sure, and when you get your lookbook, check out how these colors look on each skin tone. It's going to show you in the lookbook here on page 10 how these shades come out. Just look so beautiful, and which ones stand out on ivory, beige, and bronze skin tone, and how easily these mix with Chroma Fusion colors. So tonight I'm going to show you a couple of different methods. Let me make sure. So I've been wearing this one a lot. This one is Pink Prisms, and it just, you twist up the top. It is angled, and you just put it right over your lid. Now, I do not want to get it above my crease just because it is a shimmer. I don't want my hooded eye to push out. All right. So I'm just putting it onto my eyelid, and then I'm going to blend it a little bit with my finger. And so you could see how you could easily just go out the door with that look once I add some mascara, a little bit of liner, right? Just the one and done. But we're going to take it up a couple levels and use a couple of different colors. So that's the Pink Prisms. I feel like it's a really good everyday go-to color. And this is the size of it. And you can tell the color by the end of the tube there. And there's quite a bit in this tube, so it's going to last you a long time. The other thing is it goes on really soft, but not overly creamy where it's shifting and moving, right? So it's got a satiny soft finish, but it stays put. You can actually use it as an eye primer for your other eyeshadows. You don't need an extra base just to keep it in place. It will stay in place. So that is Pink Prisms. What I'm going to do with this eye, because I'm going to do two different looks tonight, is I'm going to add a little bit of matte eyeshadow. I'm actually using the Outer Glow palette, and I'm going to use this one, which I believe is called Smoke and Taupe. All right. And so I'm going to use that. Which eye did I do? This one. And just put that right there in my crease. It's just going right above where I placed that Pink Prisms. And I went ahead and used my finger to get the product up a little bit more, so it would give something for this matte crease color to adhere to. Now I'm putting it on a little bit bolder so you can see it, but also so that I can blend it later. Okay. So we have that on. Now what I'm going to do is, actually today I found that when you use the Radiant Bronze, depending on what your base color is, it can look brown, or it can look more like a Merlot color, right? And so I always, because I have green eyes, I like to bring out a little bit more of the purple in that. So I'm just twisting up the top there, and I'm going to use it on the outer edge and just do gentle little pushes there, right there in that corner, right? And then bringing it up a little so you can see where that's placed. But the cool thing about this is, because it's slanted, you can kind of use that upper tip as an eyeliner. So I'm going to do that on my bottom lash line here. And that just gives it kind of a smoky eye look, but not too intense of a color. And I love that. So I'm going to do the upper lash line. And don't forget, I'm going to finish this all with mascara as well. But then to blend it, I just love taking our blending brush, our eye blending brush. That's the one that kind of fans out. And I'm just going to do little swirls. And I don't want to press too hard because I don't want to move that too much. But this eye look was just created with those two eye sticks and one matte crease color, and then even using it as liner. So we'll put some mascara on that in just a minute, but notice how that's really bringing out my green eye color there. And now I'm going to do more of an ombre on the other eye. And so I really love this golden sunrise color. And I'm going to put that right in the center of my eye. So right in the middle. So kind of viewing my eyelid in thirds, I'm putting that in the center. So you can kind of see that. It's a little bit harder on Zoom, but I've got it in the center there. See how it kind of lightened that up and popped that out a little bit. And then I'm going to put the prisms, the pink prisms, in the inner corner of my eye. Just right there. Not getting into that hood. We don't want to pop that hood out. Keeping it nice and light. But I'm going to get enough color on there so I can see the separation of the pink, then the pink in the center, in the inner corner, and then the sunrise. And then my favorite is this Midnight Galaxy. Oh my goodness. And it's going to really give it more of a smoky look. And it's like a charcoal gray, more on the onyx side, I would say, right? So you can see this is the Radiant Bronze. So it's a little bit more brown, purplish. And this is Midnight Galaxy. So it's more of that charcoal coal kind of looking color. Okay, so get that on there and then do my liner trick. And you can see I love using these sticks just directly on my eye. You can use your fingers, you can use the stick, you can use a cream color brush, which I will be using that to blend just to show you how that works. But I love how easily these sticks can be used and how quickly you can create an eyeshadow look with these. So what is the one color I haven't used? It's the copper one. So I want to make sure and show you all the colors. So we're just going to add that copper to my already finished eye right here in the center. Ooh, I like that. So now you can see that copper. Okay, back to this eye. So what I'm going to do is take my cream color brush, which I know I had one here. Here it is. And the cream color brush, the bristles are flatter, tighter, and they work well with cream. I'm going to show you also how to use them with the concealers tonight, but I just take it and gently push it. See, it's already started to dry, so it really does stay in place. And I'm just fading that out, right? And just giving it a nice little open eye look. So you can see I definitely do better with this one versus this one where my eye looks a little more closed. And that's keeping it light here in the inner corner and on the center of my eyelid is what keeps it open and round. So let's do a little bit more of the, how do I keep missing my brush? Which one am I looking at? So I'm just going to bring this one up a little bit more to kind of raise that look up, open my eye up a little bit, not make it look heavy. There we go. Give me a little eye lift. Okay. So those are the sticks. I love them. I love that they last all day. Like I can put it on in the morning. I actually wore it today and I had to take it off before I got on with you guys so I could show you the video. So now, and these sticks are $20 each. And they're very lightweight. Like that's the main thing I noticed. Super soft, very easy to apply. They're going to be long wearing, long lasting. This is going to be a great investment. And if you already have Chroma Fusion eyeshadows, these are going to work great to create multiple looks for you. And I love all the colors. They're so great for fall, winter looks, you know, kind of a icy shimmer look or smoky, coppery look. So loving those. Okay, so moving on to one of my favorite things, mascara. But many of you who know me know I'm a waterproof girl. And since Great Lash came out, I have been using Great Lash and then waterproof over it. And guess what they came out with? Great Lash waterproof. So now I don't have to do the duo. I just one and done. I feel like that's kind of the theme of this whole thing is just, one swipe of the eye stick and a couple swipes of the mascara and we're good to go. So I have very straight blonde eyelashes, so I definitely have to curl them. Um, so let's give them just a little minute to get raised up there. And then I love this formula. It's the same Great Lash formula. It does have a straight wand, but it goes on well. It separates my lashes. I'm trying to look for there it is. 43% boost in length with one application. You'll notice that with this one I'm going to do. And then if you continue on with 3 coats, then it's going to give you 75% more length and volume. So get that 1 coat on. So there's that wand. They're nice wand. Remember, do not pump your mascara. It dries it out. Just put the wand in there and twist. You also want to change your mascara every 3 months because bacteria builds up in the bottle. And that's how you can get some serious eye infections and just overall eye health problems. So you want to make sure you're changing that mascara. We have so many great mascaras to choose from now. And I'm loving our mascara wardrobe, right? So look at the difference that makes. Oh my goodness. Love me some mascara. If I had time, I'd do the 3 coats to get that 75% volume, but I want to move on and finish this look for you. I do have my eyebrows on and I have foundation on tonight. I did that before you guys hopped on. But I want to show you, if you haven't seen our new concealers, under eye corrector, and how we contour now with Deep 3. Oh my goodness, it's a concealer and it just works wonderfully. So we're going to start with actually the light peach under eye corrector, and it goes on really easily. So I just put it on the back of my hand and I kind of tap it out because it does have a little bit of separation when you squeeze it out of the bottle. And so I'm just kind of blending it. And then I'm going to take that cream color brush. And I've just found you can use fingers, you can use the sponge, you can use the liquid foundation brush, but I have found this cream color concealer brush really does the best job. And so I'm just going to pat it on to my under eye area right there. And I'm just patting it where I have dark circles, a little bit of puffiness, right? And so you can see between this eye and this eye how much more lifted it becomes when I do that. But the great thing about this is prior to this coming out, I could never wear concealer under my eyes because it would always just really get into my lines and make me look actually tired. And so same thing, just tap a little bit on, and I'll tell you one thing about these new concealers and the under eye corrector is a little goes a long way and they do not shift or move. Like I will have to use micellar water to get this off my hand because you run it under just soap and water and it's not going to shift. It's not going to move. So these are going to be long wearing, and I do like the effect of both together, not just the under eye corrector, but having the under eye corrector and then the concealer over it. It just brightens my eye area. I actually have a little dry spot going on right here. I believe that's part of my eczema, and so I'm using that to cover that up. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how much it lifts my face. So crazy. Ah, I'm going to be one half faced here. So I have all that on the back. I'm going to go ahead and wipe that off because I want to show you how to do contour. And so whether you're ivory, beige, or bronze, you're going to use this Deep 3 concealer as your contour, right? And I'm going to show you on my ivory skin how you can use this, but you can use this if you're beige skin, bronze skin, and a tiny bit's going to go a long, long way. I'm going to use the cream concealer brush as well. And I have found the key is just to use a really light hand. So I just get it on the tip of my cream color brush, and I'm just gonna I have a wider face, so I'm gonna create a contour here, a little bit here to narrow my forehead, and then my nose, as well as just to get down to one chin would be great. So if you're older, you want to make sure your contour is above the line of your nose where you're, I did not do that very straight, but right here, you want to make sure it's always up, always lifted. And so we're going to go ahead, and you don't want to come too far down either. You're just going to create a little bit of contour there, right? See? So just a real light hand, just drawing that on there. And the great thing about this is because it is so water resistant, it's gonna stay, it's gonna last all day. And I'm just using the edge of that, the tip of that. See where it's at there? Okay. So now if you have beige skin, you're going to use a little bit heavier hand, and bronze skin, same thing, right? So I'm putting it on, and then I'm going to blend it. But I have not added any more to my brush, and it's just what's on the tip of my brush is what I'm using. I made the mistake the other day. I did my nose first. Don't do that. It puts way too much on there. So I'll always come and do my nose towards the end, so I don't have so much on my brush, and I can get those in there without, I kept having to like tap it out. And okay. And then right here, you don't want to do your whole jawline, right? Just a little area right in there, and on the other side creates enough of a shadow that it's going to give me a better chin line there, right? Okay, so there's a couple ways you can blend. I just got to get my nose right on this other side, sorry. There's a couple ways you can blend. You can use your fingers, so you can just tap it, right? Just pat it and use your fingers, okay? Or I like to use the liquid foundation brush, or you can use a blending sponge, which is another great way to do it. You just don't want to over blend to where it's gone. You just want to blend it enough that you don't have a line, but you still have a contour, right? And I actually love to use the eyeshadow blending brush, the one that fans out, this one, for my nose. And so I just fan this out here, okay? So it keeps it dark, keeps that line there, but it doesn't over blend it away. And then the chin, we're going to use this liquid foundation brush. Here we go. All right. Now we just need to add a little cheek color, but I'm telling you, you guys, get your Deep 3 concealer and one of these cream color brushes. I'd order a couple of these cream color brushes because you're going to want to use them for your under eye corrector, your concealer, and then have a separate one for your Deep 3 contour. Look how much is still on the back of my hand. Like, I cannot get the squirt down right. It a little goes a long way. I just cannot overstate that. And so let's put on a little cheek color. Because I'm wearing pink today, I'm going to use this passion fruit, if I can get it open. This gel cream blush. Oh my goodness. And it's another thing where a little goes a long way. Somebody gave a great tip. So this is a new one, and it has the the foil cover over it, if you take a like a stick pin or a needle and just poke it in the top, then it doesn't have such a big opening and it will squirt out less. Because that's one thing is I tend to over squirt these as well. So because I don't have a pin, I'm going to try and open this. All right, there we go. And I'm just going to do a little bit on the back of my hand just so I can control the color a little bit better. But you can also just tap it right on to your cheek, right? So totally up to you. So just a little bit on my finger. I have found for this particular consistency and type of product, fingers do the best as far as blending. I've tried the liquid foundation brush and the cheek color brush, but I have found I just get the best control when I can use my fingers. We're just going to do a little bit there on my nose. All right, now this is a great, not too makeupy look, but if I want to add a little bit of punch for that cheek, don't you just love how it sits there? Oh, I love how it sits on the surface. And gives you that glow, it's not like not overly matte, right? Keeps that glow. That's what we like going on, right? That glow. So with the shimmer eye sticks, everything's soft, satiny, and just a little bit of glowy. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to take this palette, this outer glow palette, and I'm actually going to use this color right here, which is called Hearts Aflame. And I'm going to use that on my cheek to give it a little bit more color. And I'm just going to use that on the cheek brush right there. And always start, if you're not sure how much pigmentation you're going to get, start back here by your hairline. So you're not getting a like round clown cheek here. And that way you can control the amount of product you're putting on. Isn't that just, I love that. A little bit more pop to it, see? And notice that when I put that on, it just kind of raises that cheek up too. This whole side of my face looks lifted. This poor other side is like, wait. All right. There we go. I love it. I think that is it. Be sure and talk to your beauty consultant about our new products, our 113 Restore Barrier Restore. Oh my goodness, this has been phenomenal for my face. The waterproof Great Lash Mascara, Great Heights Mascara, and then our five different colors of our eyeshadow shimmer sticks. So be sure, and don't forget, when you get your lookbook, try that sample right away. You're going to be so glad you did. I forgot to mention the price of the mascara. Hold on. I believe it is 18, but let me double check. Right. There we go. It is $18. So 46 for the Barrier Restore, 18 for your mascara, and $20 for these sticks. Gonna totally change up your look. I forgot to add lip color. I was gonna show you a little trick with the lip color if I can find it. Okay, so I love to wear the Coral Blaze, but I should really not be wearing orange because I actually am a winter. And so, but I love the consistency and level of color of this Coral Blaze lip balm. So what I've been doing is I take this mauve nude lip liner. So it gives it a little bit of pink, but it's mauve nude, right? So it's not this bright pink, like maybe a rose or a hot pink. It's kind of a muted pink. And then I know this seems like a contradiction, but I'm telling you. Then I use this Coral Blaze lipstick right over the top. Lip balm, sorry. Tinted lip balm. And I love this color. So, Suzanne's creation. It's a mix, right? But then it's not this pop of like purple or bright pink. It's a little bit muted and it has kind of that fall vibe. That's what I'm going for. So, I'm be sure to reach out to your beauty consultant. Thanks so much for watching. If you're on live, stay on. I'm going to answer any questions you have. Thank you so much.